Separating all the mice from the men, breaking it down from beginning to the end. Got their finger on the pulse of every trend. They see inside leak when they looking through the lens. Come on.
All right, before we get started, just want to get into the mood. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get into the mood. Share screen.
You have to get into the mood a lot lately. See me, I don't need no getting into the mood. I'll wake up in the mood.
Hold on a second. All right, let's
I'll wake up and kill it.
And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. At forward, from Clemson, 6'10", Horace Grant. A 6'7" forward, from Central Arkansas, Scotty Pippen. The man in the middle, from San Francisco, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. A 6'2" guard from Notre Dame, John Paxson. From North Carolina, head guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan. The head coach of the Bulls is Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me stop that. Let's stop
You got
that.
another one for the people?
For the next episode, we'll get more into that.
So I'm just gonna get right into it because y'all know me. I get straight to the money. I don't need no video or some bullcrap introduction. I don't need none of that. I've been taking away points each single week, and I came with a different point this week again. One, Michael Jordan is an absolute jerk. That's my point. That's my first point.
You guys say he's a jerk.
He's an absolute jerk. I don't care. Listen, if you call that a leader, I don't want it. I don't want that type of leader. You could keep that type of leader.
He's
I
not
don't
a
care.
winner.
I don't care. Listen. Throughout the years, there have been many leaders that know when to be stern. But listen. Let me tell you why, Steve. I don't know if that's what you taught in your household, that to make another man talk to you disrespectful. How Michael Jordan done talk to Horace Grant, Steve Kerr, and those guys. I don't know if you learned. I don't know if that's what you learned, but in my household, as a grown man, we don't talk to each other a certain way. So listen, like I said, and that's what you learned, Steve, then so be it. You my friend, I won't judge you, bro. But if you like getting punched in the face and stuff like that as by a leader, then you can keep it. That's just me.
I mean, his methods. I mean, how he talked to people. I'm not sure I fully agree with, but the results, 6 championships in 8 years, is the proof. You know what I'm saying? Like he got it done, and the reality, his team they were in it. They were in the mix. You know what I'm saying? His most famous quote is that there's no I in team, but there's I in win. He lived that. Scott Burrell, he brought up a point with Scott Burrell and how he treated him. We saw in the last episode, and he brought some stuff out of him just to try to win the championship. Even Tony Kukoc, look, he was soft. You know what I mean? Even in the Dream Team games, and they made him more tough. You know what I'm saying? During this whole process. So, yeah, I personally would not speak to people like that, but I understand the passion and the drive he has, and I see the results, and I can't knock the results. In today's game, everybody's friends. We're all friends with each other. You know what I mean? But I think at some point, the friendship has to be put to the side if you really want that chip. Steven?
If winning is just so important at life, right?
Here we go.
You want to win. Everybody wants to win at life, right?
Here we go.
So what do you do? What do you do to win? You do everything possible that you need to do to win, right?
No, that's not true at all. No, you win the right way. I'm not gonna cheat my way through life if that's what you're trying to say.
So tell me which way you cheated. Tell me which way you cheated.
I'm not saying him specifically. I'm just saying you said you're gonna win anyway, do anything possible to win at life. No, that's not the case at all. That's not the
I'm
case.
talking about the right way. Every way. You know what I'm talking about? The right way. Every way possible.
All right. Let me ask you a question.
The right way.
Let me ask you a question. So, if you on that team, you gonna let Michael Jordan talk to you like that? Answer my question.
No, and that's what he wanted. He didn't want you to back down. He wanted you to talk. He wanted to see where your heart is at.
Listen.
And Steve Kerr showed him where his heart is at.
All right,
if you show tested it for the waters, he liked you.
Listen,
and that's what was directed towards, to see where your heart is at.
Listen, let me tell you this.
What's the question? You said you had a question. What's the question?
I don't want to ask a question. I'm going to make a statement.
Because you're trying not
make your statement.
I don't at all. I would come on. When do I ever freeze up? I do this for a living. Anyways, I don't care what you're saying, bro, about trying to rise up. All right. Sometimes you have to be stern. But the way I'm hearing this stuff and the stuff that Horace Grant was saying that he left out, I don't listen to me. I don't care if you're Michael Jordan that was sent from Jesus Christ. I'm going to punch you in your face and I'm going to beat you down. You understand me? I don't care if you are the best player to ever live. I'm going to beat you up. Like I said, you could be a leader. Of course, you have to be stern as a leader sometimes. But there is no way in hell, as a grown man, you let somebody else talk to you like that. I don't care what inner beast you're trying to wake up. There's certain things that you do not say. And that's why that's my first point. That's not the way to lead. That's just not. It's not.
I understand because the way he's talked to people and stuff like that. But then I look at like LeBron, I look at the results. Go back to the results. 6 championships and how he brought these guys to win these championships. And then I look at what LeBron has done. You know what I mean? Because your whole argument is LeBron's number one, blah blah blah. We know. But listen. But then look. Kyrie left Cleveland because he didn't want to deal with the circus. Went his own team. But what has Kyrie done since the time he left Cleveland?
Exactly. His whole basketball career been a circus after LeBron left. How about that?
Exactly. So it's he's afraid of leadership. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron, like he could have handled, the NBA players today could not handle a Michael Jordan in the way he talked. But Michael Jordan brought the results. If you understand what I'm saying.
No, it's not about handling. It's just that it's foolishness.
No,
I don't care I don't care
if you can't handle the pressure of dealing with somebody as rigorous and demanding as a Michael Jordan. You don't deserve to be on the team, and that was his whole demeanor. You don't deserve to be on the team. You can't handle the tough love. That's the only way I know how to win. The only way I know how to win
tough love, brother.
Is testing. If you're ready for the trenches. Are you ready for the trenches? Are you ready to die on the court?
That's not no test of waters, brother.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's not testing the water. That's just called plain. That's just called plain disrespectful. There's not no testing the waters or no testing this.
So Kobe was disrespectful.
I'm gonna give a damn.
Kobe was disrespectful.
Here and there, but he was nowhere near as worse as Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was on another level.
I heard. I don't know if you heard the Kobe story with Jeremy Lin, where Kobe came into the gym and after being injured with his arm. It's like, oh, why y'all? He's like, the guy's like, why you came today to see y'all bums before you get traded?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on Instagram. Yeah, that's what you call testing the waters. Who this guy's over here trying to lower a man's ego, bro? Like, bro, okay, yeah, sometimes you have to be a little disrespectful, but hear me out. You ain't talking to me no certain way. I don't.
And it's not even like he did that to everybody. He did that to the people who he knew had the potential to be great. He did that to Horace. He did that to Steve Burrell. He did that to Steve Kerr. He did that to guys who he saw that he needed to be great.
Did he do it to Dennis Rodman? No, he had a different relationship. He knew how to handle Rodman. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a case by case situation.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that to Rodman. because Robin would have knocked him out. That's exactly why. He didn't turn out
Exactly.
Robin.
It's a case by case situation, and then
Listen,
on a flip. Listen, on the flip, he had Phil Jackson. Because Doug Collins was his boy in the beginning, giving him the rock and stuff like that. Phil Jackson came with a different philosophy. Was not always going to give him the rock. Different offense. So like he knew the boundaries of how he can talk to certain people to bring certain things out. And it was an emotional thing for him. Like he almost choked up and cried on national TV about it because his determination was to win.
listen,
Win was
I
the
don't
end
care.
result.
Don't try
And the
to
proof is in the pudding.
don't try to listen to me in front of national TV. I'm a grown ass man with kids. I work hard to get here. Listen, you could amp me up to get basketball, but you ain't gonna listen to me. That's all I gotta say about that. I'll go to my
Where
second
in
point
the
if you're done.
documentary did you hear him listening?
It's not about her documentary. This is what the sources are saying, and clearly the sources have been right all along because sun is fishy in the water.
You know what the sources are saying? The sources are saying it
Well,
worked. It worked.
I see it. It worked.
Just
It worked.
just because something worked don't mean it's still right. That's what you have to understand. Just because something worked doesn't mean that it's still right.
Are you like you're getting a little soft here, buddy? Like I feel like
I'm not at all.
nigga, no, it's not this like it's
No, it's just that the thing is that
give me
you just
soft
let
vibes.
you just let anybody walk over you. Clearly, if you saying over here agreeing with everything that he done did, so that's what I'm getting from it. I don't know what you getting from it, brother.
I mean,
But-
really, if I'm in that situation, there's only one way to go about it. If you want to test me, you're gonna see what I'm about,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna back off, just
Mhm.
like he did with Steve Kerr. Got
Mhm.
tested, saw what Steve Kerr was about, backed off.
Did he really back off though? Did he
You can-
really?
Why wouldn't he?
Of course, Steve Kerr's gonna say that because Steve Kerr's soft and he loves Michael Jordan.
Okay.
That's his God. He of course he's gonna say that. It's Steve Kerr. He loves Michael Jordan, so of course he's gonna say it for the documentary.
But
Okay.
historically, look, if we look at Kobe, Kobe took a lot of his game from Michael, right? He did the same thing to what's his name, Howard, Dwight Howard. They push buttons,
Mhm.
push buttons, and what happened to Dwight Howard's career after that? It's never been the same. You know what I mean? He had
Exactly.
he had a chance to win a championship.
Everybody is a different type of player.
But he learned, and look, he's back on the Lakers now. You know what I mean? He looks more focused, more determined to do stuff. But that situation taught him. It's not just because of LeBron. It's because he learned. Like he saw where his career was going.
Was never that type of leader, and clearly people around LeBron are doing just fine to me. You don't have to. Of course, you have to be. You saw sometimes LeBron argue with Mario Chalmers and these guys, but you don't have to be that to win. You don't. I don't care what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. I'm gonna try to through the lens. I'm gonna disrespect you, Kareem. You're a grown man. How do I look like who? No, just because I want to be successful. No, we could talk the right way, and I could amp you up the right way. That's what I have to say about that.
How do you know he didn't try that way? How do you know he didn't try that way?
I don't, but what I know is from my sources is that he was wilding, and I believe them because I could tell that's how Michael Jordan is. So we're not gonna act like Michael Jordan is not like that. So I know it's true.
But I
The
think
way worked one way. If you won a one specific way, what is the point of trying to deviate from that way? Please tell me.
Because it's just not. It's just certain things is not the right way. I'm not gonna keep on staying on this point. It's just certain things not the right way.
So don't demand excellence. Don't demand excellence.
No, you can demand excellence in the proper way for the 100th time. Like I said, you can demand it in a proper way.
But I think Isaiah Thomas had a point. I can't remember the quote directly, but he was saying, look, when Michael had to go through the bad boy Pistons and to ultimately get his championship, that was learning lessons. That was schooling him, and I feel like going through those different things and knowing what it takes to even get to at least one championship, I think that determination, the way he speaks, it came out a lot more because he knew what it took to get to that next level. And it also kept him motivated. You know what I mean? That's a bigger thing too that he was talked about a lot in these last 2 episodes was the motivation factors. Any little thing that kept him motivated, like even the George Karl thing. You know, in the '96 finals where they were out to dinner. George Karl and him are buddies because George Karl just saw him and didn't speak. I kind of understood that because even if we're in the finals, you know what I mean? I'm not speaking like if me and you go against each other, I'm focused on trying to beat you right now. I'm not going to be friendly with you. But that little motivation got him focused and ready to go to beat the Sonics, you know what I'm saying? So, and him and George Karl are cool because I was watching the 98 All-Star game and they were there talking at the end, everything like that. So, to me, I think a lot of that personality and what he's doing, what he did, helped bring him to help him. It was a motivation factor, you know. And even me, as I get older, you know, you get and y'all go experience this too. As you get older, you start to realize you know what you want. You're not going to mess around. And if people come in your way or different things coming away now, you just be more blunt about it. I've gotten more blunt about things just because of age and you know and knowing that look, I have a shorter time now. As you get older, you get shorter time. So I want this right now. And with Jordan, he knew he had a short time. So it's like I got to grab all these rings right now because management is wilding. You know what I mean? Scotty don't know what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? All these different things. So I have to get my rings right now. You know what I mean? Because I don't know when all this is going to end for me. And and you don't like the method that he did. He even choked up about it. If you don't like it, he would say, "I'm sorry, but not sorry," because I got to get this. You know,
demand a trade if you don't like it,
and that's
simple.
Mm-hmm. And simple. That brings me to my second. And that brings me to my second point. When Michael Jordan thought that he was good at baseball, this brings me to my second point. Mm-hmm. The Chicago Bulls still won 55 games.
And what happened? What happened next year? What happened the next year?
Can I talk?
What happened the next year?
Which equivalently proves that your best player went out and you still won 55 games.
Happened the next
and you still made
year.
it to the semi. What happened? They won a championship. What are you talking about? What they lost? They didn't
win a championship.
So what are you talking about?
He had to come back, and they were sub 500, close to 500, tailing the line of 500.
Listen, all I know is 1 year, the first year he left, they won 55 games. Which sounds like a whole lot of games to me. 55 and 27, if I recall. It absolutely sounds great to me.
What happened the next year?
Didn't they still make the playoffs?
Yeah, they did.
They had to come back for them to make the playoffs.
Okay. So I just want to break this down. If my best player leaves, in my recent years of me recalling of LeBron leaving teams usually sink to like they probably don't even catch 22 wins. Probably, I'm just saying. That's just my experience. The most of I think they probably close about 30. So in my experience with LeBron leaving teams, I said this a couple weeks ago. LeBron left D-Wade and Chris Bosh, Miami Heat team by themselves. All you have to do is make the 8th seed, and if I recall, they didn't make it. But Michael Jordan leaves. He was terrible at baseball, by the way, but he would have made MLB just because he's Michael Jordan, money. But this
was not terrible. Bro.
It wasn't terrible.
Average 200.
Like he wasn't terrible. They even said that
first 12 games. Like what are you talking?
Yeah, and after the first 12 games, he was terrible. I don't want to hear it. Anyway,
that's normal. Everybody goes into a slump in baseball. It's 100 and plus games.
And he didn't have a chance to improve because the season went on lockout.
He was not
Come
good.
on, my guy.
I can do that. He was bad.
Come on, my guy.
He was bad.
I finished your point because I got something to say.
Yeah, that fluke for 12 games.
12 years without touching a baseball. You go play baseball and average 200 plus. It's not normal, bro.
Now, let me move over to my other point.
Hold on.
It all goes together. Hold on. So Michael Jordan, you won 3 championships. Yeah, I want you to hear me. You won 3 championships. You're at the light of your career. You could probably win like 8 straight. You could make history. and all of a sudden you wanna go play baseball and you wanna say because your dad died? Are we sure that's a conspiracy behind that? Because you're the best
Oh my
player
God. Yo,
and
yo, yo,
and
yo, yo. Come
and you
on,
had to take
yo,
a year
yo.
off.
Come on.
Why are you yelling over me, bro? That's
Come
so
on,
disrespectful, bro.
yo.
Didn't you watch did you watch these things?
Yo, we
David
not
Stern
I
gonna
on
do
his
that.
mouth said there was no
yeah,
conspiracy.
of course David Stern will say that because
We not gonna
and I
do
seen a
that,
lie
bro. Come
and I seen a
on.
lie right I seen a lie right in his face, bro. That's what I seen. Hold on,
But did
Oh my
so
son,
gosh.
I'm at the top of my career. I was on
Oh
3 straight, and I'm gonna leave.
God.
I'm gonna
but
leave and then
he's
come back just to play. That don't seem a little fishy. We're just gonna let that go. That doesn't seem fishy to us because
no,
he comes back.
God.
He
no,
took a year off,
it's
a year and a half off. David Stern told me, "Listen, you the best player in the league. I need you, but I can't kick you out the league. So just go take a year off and come back and
Yo,
get a role
bro,
again."
you're
See what
all right.
wicked,
Time
bro.
out,
You're
time out, time out.
wicked.
First of all, your parents are still
Oh,
alive and well and doing what you never had a parent pass away yet, and thank God. I have my father passed away, so I know my grandmother. He had some relatives pass away. I know the emotion. And him and his dad, if you watch the documentary, were very close. He was at all the games. He was at all. You
I
talked already.
understand that.
But and then in the '96 finals, you saw the
Well,
emotion when he won the chip. So it was a very emotional thing for him, and he knew that his dad wanted him to always play baseball. So it was kind of like, all right, I'm gonna take a break, and the emotion of just doing what he was doing. His first goal was to win 3 championships in a row because who didn't win 3 championships in a row? Magic and Larry. So that's what was his measuring stick. So he
what
said, all right,
else was there to prove after
now,
winning the
yeah.
now
So
what
he was
else was
mentally,
there for?
he needed a
So then
break.
why? So why did you
Hold
come
on.
back then? So if you got no
Because
clue, why do you come back then?
all right, so
came back.
no.
Huh?
He came back. Listen. He came back because first of all,
So,
he was going to try to play baseball another season,
yeah,
but there was a lockout in 1995
I
that there was
know,
so he
I
couldn't play
know.
baseball, so he wasn't going to be a replacement player. So he's kind of like, all right, what I'm going to do, and then going to the gym, shooting a couple of hoops. It was kind of like the feelers started to come back, so he started playing
No,
basketball again.
listen, listen. I understand that's how I
Now you're really
brainwashed,
nah,
but
you're really sick, bro. You gonna tell
let
me
me tell you what really
not to say
happened.
there was not to say he wasn't
Let
addicted
me
to
tell you,
gambling, but you're not gonna do that, bro. I'm not gonna let you sit here and talk about
he was he
conspiracy this because we
bro.
know I'm not. We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that.
After you
We're
said
not
that,
doing
after you said that he was not addicted to gambling, bro, I knew that you were brainwashed. It's sad that
that.
you
No,
really
we're
believe
not
that he
doing that,
wasn't
bro.
addicted to
We're
But
gambling.
not
gambling,
doing
but
that.
gambling had nothing to do with him
Conspiracy,
not playing basketball.
I'm not saying that. I'm using it as a point of that this kid,
conspiracy,
There's no
that this
conspiracy
kid is
here.
delusional.
conspiracy to league,
It's not.
conspiracy.
You're right. You're right. You're
They
right. It's not
forced him out.
conspiracy. It's the truth. It's the truth. They
They
didn't force
forced
him
him
out.
out to league.
They came to an agreement because they like, yo, Michael Jordan, you are our savior of the league right now. Clearly, you're not gonna kick out Michael Jordan. He's too damn good. He brings you too much money. Take a year off. Go play some baseball. You just won 3 straight. It does seem a little fishy though that you're taking a year off, but you just still go play baseball and come back. Oh yeah, and when you come back, we'll have more scrubs for you to play in the finals. We'll get to that another time. I'll leave that for my next discussion next week.
That
But it's the
Ah,
truth though.
That's sick, bro. That's extremely sick.
It's not. It's just the truth though. I'm not
It is. It is.
blinded by foolishness.
It is.
I'm
That's
not
really
blinded by
sad, bro.
foolishness, nor
That is
am I
sad.
blinded by skill and talent. I tell the
That
truth
is sad.
always and forever, and that's just me.
That's
And that
sad.
brings me,
That's
and this brings me to my last point, because clearly I didn't get to elaborate.
we're waiting for it because
This
you have the floor today, so we're waiting.
Michael, the Chicago Bulls were not a subpar team without Michael Jordan, which means that Scottie Pippen
they were
was
what?
just as important as Michael Jordan. And that brings me to that's my last point
All
for
right,
today.
all right.
Scottie Pippen was just as important as Michael Jordan. Just as important.
Yeah, of course. So it's the same.
And I'm gonna tell you why. There's no way in hell all Michael Jordan had to do was worry. I said it a couple weeks ago. All Michael Jordan had to do was worry about scoring and play defense. Come on. And he didn't even really have to guard nobody. He didn't have to worry about nobody guarding nobody that could score 20, 25. Wow, one guy had one game, BJ Armstrong. Who the hell is BJ Armstrong? Michael Jordan, 6'2", 6'1"? That's who he has to worry about, people? We're really gonna sit here and tell me that Michael Jordan had people to guard.
That's not the argument.
Oh,
We
okay.
all concede. LeBron plays better, has better competition.
All right.
That's
And
not the
that's
argument.
my point of the fact of that. If Michael Jordan was playing the Spurs, the Lakers, and these guys, he would have got smacked up. Just like when he outweighted the war against the Pistons, he was getting smacked up. When the war was over and Magic Johnson was old, and these guys was old, he creeped in a little bit.
Magic Johnson was top 5 in the MVP race. He was top 5.
Just because somebody is top 5 in the MVP
Yo, bro,
race
this guy,
doesn't mean
bro.
they're not
What?
washed up, bro.
Oh my God. Bro,
Alright.
what is this guy saying today?
All right, Tilly. All right. Time out. All right. First of all, he didn't have the competition like LeBron had in terms of in the finals.
Hold
on. You talked a lot today, my man. Okay, come on. We gotta hit some points because we got only a few more minutes. First of all, we all know that, but he did have a lot of competition in the East. Those Knicks teams were no joke. The defense, there's no joke. The Indiana teams, he had some competition. He had a little bit of competition in the finals too, but not at the level of LeBron. You know what I mean? Number two, going back to the fact that when he left, how the Chicago Bulls were still a decent team for at least a year. But if you look at that, I've looked at this. I've thought about this. If you look at these franchises, Chicago has not been good since that 90. They did a run. They did a run or two here and there, but not like at the level where Chicago is. But let me finish. The Miami Heat. Yeah, of course, the Miami Heat wasn't good the next year after Jordan left, but Miami Heat has been a decent franchise. They're a good playoff team. People talk about Eastern Conference Finals for them this year, depending if the season starts. Let me finish. Because of the
hold on, let me add to that point. Did the Heat need LeBron to win championships? No, because they won with D Wade. Did the Bulls need Jordan to win championships? Yes, because they were sorry before they had Jordan.
Brother.
And look, and the Lakers. If you look at the Lakers don't need. Let me finish. The Lakers don't really need LeBron. The Lakers are Lakers because of a great franchise. If you look at them, they won in the '60s, they won in the '80s. They won in the first part of the 2000s, and then now this new decade, they're probably going to win a few chips as well. That's how the Lakers won their franchise. That's how they win championships. So to say that the Bulls didn't need Jordan, of course they needed Jordan. They still need Jordan.
I just say I never have once said the Bulls did not.
If Jordan is as good as
I never said
Pippen
that.
is as good as Jordan, why were they?
First of all. First of all.
Answer the question. Why were they tailing 500 after the season after he left? Why?
The year he left, they won. 2 seasons after. What do you mean? Why did we tell 500, bro? What? We said we would win another 50 games. I never said Scottie Pippen is as good as Michael Jordan. I said he was as important. That's what I said. I said as important. There's a difference, brother. So don't mix up my words. That's one. Two, you're gonna compare Miami Heat won a championship in 06 to when LeBron came, bro. Do you know after Miami Heat won after they won that 06, Dwayne Wade didn't go back to the playoffs? And then when he did go back to playoffs in 09, he got bunked first round. What are you talking about to me, brother? Don't bring up.
What's your point? So bringing up Scotty winning 50. What is the reason for you bringing up 54 games? You're not saying they're on the same type of level.
I said that he was just as important. Stop saying I said he's
So
as
what
good
is the
as.
point of bringing up the 54 games?
The point of bringing up 54 games is that to show you that Chicago Bulls were still good enough to win over 50 games, which is amazing. Are you crazy? You know how hard it is to
And
win 55 games?
they were tailing
Oh my
500
god!
the 2 seasons after.
But
If they were so
and
good, if they
they
were
did not.
so good, why weren't they around the same wins?
I don't know what happened. What the heck? Why would they win 55 games? They were still a good
Oh,
team. But clearly the level of when LeBron left a team to when Michael Jordan left a team, clearly the level was different. Clearly, if you could still win 55 games, you still won almost 60 games. Of course,
yeah,
they're not going to win. Of
yeah.
course, they're not going to win a championship.
Because when
With,
you sign LeBron James, all you do is get pieces that fit the team.
Mhm.
Shooters. You get shooters and
No,
defenders that are
no,
subpar.
no.
That's what you do
Let,
when you have a LeBron
let
James
me
team.
tell you.
Like
Let me tell
Cleveland,
you.
you get Kyrie, you get Caleb, you get shooters. You don't build teams. You build
Homie said.
players. You get
Homie,
players that tailor
first
to
of all,
LeBron James. That's why those teams are
First of
not
all,
good after.
all those no, those teams aren't that good after because those players aren't that good as we think it is, and clearly they're not. Because after LeBron leaves and leaves them to fend for themselves, their stats ain't the same. They don't play the same. They don't win the same. They just don't. So we're not gonna act like this is some facade or something.
Honestly, when it came to Michael Jordan and those Bulls, a lot had to do with Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson is the reason why that team was still good that year
Oh,
after.
oh.
Try the
So you're
trying.
agreeing that LeBron didn't have a good. LeBron never even played with a good coach. Probably he played with a good coach, but he never even played with a great coach. Tell me what a great coach LeBron played with as good as Phil
None,
Jackson.
none.
He's not as great as
LeBron,
Phil, but he's a great coach.
who
Spo.
Eric
Yeah,
Spoelstra.
yeah, but I think he's becoming a
LeBron.
great coach. That's that
Thank you, Cream.
we can't say he's
Thank
a
you,
great
Cream.
coach now,
Miss me with that
but looking
bullcrap.
back,
Thank you, Cream. Thank you,
he's
Cream.
like I can say he's a great coach now because what he's doing with the
Thank you, Cream.
Why can't you say he was a great
When
coach then?
LeBron met Eric Spoelstra, he was
he's
not a
still
great
young.
coach. He was transitioning into a good. He was mad young.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
transitioning into a good coach. He wasn't even transitioning to a great coach. Thank you, Cream. Stop being biased. Man.
Like,
Don't look good on you.
but hold on, because we got run out of
It
time.
don't make
Because
no sense, bro.
so like
What?
Phil Jack,
How is Eric Spoelstra a great coach? Please tell me how. How is
like
he a
Phil
great coach?
Jackson, like Phil
LeBron
Jackson.
let him.
I think Phil Jackson's greatness really
Like you
came.
just
We saw
yapping,
Phil
bro.
Jackson's great. Hold on, we saw Phil Jackson's greatness really because with the Lakers. I think what he did with the Lakers is like, okay, you did it with the Bulls. Now you do it with the Lakers, and you did it like in 2 spans. You know what I'm saying? 5
Of
championships.
course,
So
he's a good coach. He's a very good coach. LeBron never had that.
if
LeBron never did.
Eric
So we're not gonna
Spoelstra
sit
wins
here.
another chip with the Heat, then I'll be like, all right, this goes. But what he's doing right now is really dope. Like he's
So
becoming like his own man. So, but
so
let's wrap up.
So the
I have
first
one more.
couple years that Phil took over the team, he wasn't a great coach.
He was
Mm,
good,
I never
but we
said
can't
that.
say he
You
was great
fool.
until what he's
I
done.
said Eric Spoelstra was not a great coach. That's exactly what I said. And if you want to think Hugh Jackson was a great coach, that just makes my point even better because LeBron never had that. LeBron never had a Scottie Pippen that could rebound, score, assist, play defense.
Whose
LeBron
fault
never had
is
a player
that?
like that. Which means I'm just trying to show you that
Whose fault is that?
he takes scraps, and he does amazing things with them. Michael Jordan doesn't. That's my point. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna wrap it up like this. These are the biggest takeaways.
Mm-hmm.
You do everything, you do anything you need to do the right way to win. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Second, once the motivation is there, you channel that motivation and you kill your prey. That's it.
I agree with that.
So I have one question. Was Scottie Pippen just as important as Michael Jordan?
No.
Sky is a piece to the puzzle, but
That's
man.
asinine. That's
This is crazy.
but Sky doesn't win
nobody
championships by
in the
himself.
Scotty is
basketball
not just
world
a.
would ever agree
Of
with
course not.
that.
And Michael Jordan and Michael
Not
Jordan
one person.
would never win without Scottie Pippen. What's your point? He was dying before
Okay.
Scottie Pippen
Same
came.
thing
He
with
was dying.
the same thing with LeBron James. LeBron doesn't win without Kyrie Irving and Kevin
Nobody
Love.
wins without a second star. So what kind of point is that?
All
Nobody
right,
wins without a second
I
star.
never said that. I'm all I'm asking was Scottie Pippen as important? Because clearly it seems to me that y'all not. Let me tell you what separates this. Let me tell you what separates greatness
No.
and legendary. Let
I'm
me
not
tell you
even having
separates
that
it.
argument, bro. Like I'm not even want to talk.
When you gotta know that you gotta go out there. And I'm gonna say I'm done talking after this. Michael Jordan knew going out there that he has a rebounder, a great defender, a playmaker. LeBron never had that, and he played against great teams. LeBron never had a playmaker. He never did. Do you think in your right
Kyrie
mind
Irving.
in a game in Kyrie Irving's not a playmaker, clearly not, because he's doing what he's doing with other teams.
What is
He has
But-
no
but-
team.
but-
What
because-
he's doing
because
nothing.
on the other team-
James.
Because on the
Come
other
on.
teams, he doesn't have LeBron James. That's why
What
he's
can I
not.
finish?
Thank you. Common
So-
basketball
Can I
sense.
finish? Can I finish? What? Because that's a bad point. Let me tell you why it's a bad
It's not a
point.
bad point.
Like I
It's
said,
not.
going out on that floor. Look, Michael Jordan knows I got my rebounder, I got my playmaker, I got my defender. First of all, do you think in your right mind
Adding
in a game
playmaker
6?
in the starting five, if LeBron
I'm
James
just trying to.
your sole playmaker, what
I'm
is the
just
point of
trying
doing
to show you. I'm just trying to show you that LeBron playing against better teams than Michael Jordan ever did. He didn't have all those pieces. He made them pieces. He made it work. Do you think Michael Jordan would have ever led in points, rebounds, steals, blocks, assists, every single category? No,
Because
he never had to worry about that.
that's his job.
All Mike had to do was worry about getting 40. That's it. That's all he had to do. Worry about getting 40 points and playing a little defense on a subpar player. That's all you have to worry about. LeBron can't just worry about scoring. Do you think LeBron just wants to just prime example Kevin Durant on the Golden State? What was Kevin Durant's job? To stay on the wing, give me 40, and play defense. LeBron can't just stay. LeBron can't just all right. Even if LeBron just wants to play make, he can't just play make. Let's say LeBron just wants to play make and score. He can't just play make and score. You got to worry about. You got to worry about grabbing the most rebounds. You got to worry about doing this. You got to worry about coaching this, that. Michael Jordan can't handle all that. And that's all I got to say. He can't. And we saw it. He can't.
Okay.
That's a fact. He can't handle all that.
Okay.
You know,
All
it's
right,
a fact.
We'll see y'all next week. Hopefully, we won't talk about LeBron. I think that's going to be the rule. No LeBron. No LeBron. Let's see if we can do a whole episode without talking about LeBron.
He can't.
We
He can't do
but
it.
it's
Well,
always-
listen,
Listen, I wouldn't be talking about LeBron. I wouldn't be talking about LeBron if I would just admit that LeBron is just the greatest player. I wouldn't talk about LeBron if your man Michael Jordan ain't go to call ESPN at probably 12 o'clock at night saying, yo, we got to release this video. LeBron just came back from a 3-point championship. I wouldn't be talking about LeBron if he didn't do all those stuff. But clearly I have to, because y'all are missing the bigger picture.
Separating all the mice from the men, breaking it down from beginning to the end. Got their finger on the pulse of every trend. They see inside league when they looking through the lens.